and welcome to the first video of 2026. I'm enjoying being in this year already and I hope that you are too. And now let's jump straight into the video. There's so many trends out there, but I think that if you're trying to achieve a luxury interior, then these three are the top three that you should be going for. And the first of these, of course, actually before I get into that, let me just give you a little overview. So these trends are going to bring warmth, they're going to bring comfort and character. And the third of those is my favorite. So I do advise that you watch until the end if you want to know more about bringing in character to create a luxurious home as an interior designer would do. So let's jump straight into the first one. The first one of those, of course, is warmth. And warmth is staying this year just as it has been last year with the browns. So the browns are here to stay. I'm sure if you've been on Instagram or TikTok or Pinterest, wherever it is that you've been going and searching for interior design inspo, you have probably been seeing a lot of brown, and brown is here to stay. And of course, I do like the idea of brown because it does give that very grounded and that very warm and soothing, grounding, earthy kind of feeling to a space. And I have, of course, some examples here to show you how you can bring that brown into your space. And of course, a really good way of bringing in that brown is by adding other colors that are on trend, if you like something like that, like the Cloud Dancer, which is the color of the year according to Pantone, right? So I'm definitely using that brown intentionally and knowing that if you have already purchased yourself a lot of brown, don't worry, it's still trendy and still here to stay. And of course, it creates a very luxurious feeling because of those earthy grounding tones, and use it intentionally and wisely. Don't go and create an all brown interior, that's not what I mean, but definitely bring in those soft furnishings and small accessories that help your space be on trend, if being on trend is something that you like. And if you're not someone that likes trends and you just want to do whatever you like, I have a YouTube video about that as well that you can go and check out. And then let's go into our second trend of 2026, and that is comfort. And when I talk about comfort, I am talking about psychological comfort that comes from this second trend. And that trend is by having tonal accents around your entire home or space or office or wherever it is. And what do I mean by that? I mean having a monochromatic space. And of course, if you have been on this channel for a little while, a few of you might have been, then you remember the video I made about the monochromatic interior design styles. Then that is the video that you should watch. But of course, when we're talking about keeping your space monochromatic, it not only brings in that psychological comfort, it also brings in sophistication and elegance, because you can see that the space is well put together and well thought through, and it is something that I absolutely love. And definitely check out that video that I created a while ago if you're interested in creating a monochromatic space. And of course, you can see some inspirations here as well as to how you can achieve that. The third and last trend to create that very luxurious interior using the trends of 2026 is of course my favorite, which is character. And what do I mean by character? I mean, it it's a nod for you to be able to go to places, to travel to places, and bring things that you love, things that are significant to you, right? And it's about creating a space that is well curated. It's about having items in your space that mean something to you. For example, if you're someone that enjoys to travel, why not bring an interior piece with you back as a souvenir, right? And this is what interior designers do and buyers do, right? Where they go around buying different items from different spaces, and that's what adds an extra element of specialness and elegance and luxury, because it's not something that everyone has. Of course, it's something that looks beautiful, but it is also rare. It is a one-of-a-kind piece. It's something that only your interior has, and no one else probably has it or has it in that way. Or there are very few of them, right? So it's getting away from that cookie cutter interior design style where you just go and like online, pick some inspiration and replicate that by buying things in whatever home store that you like. It's about getting things that mean something. I mean, for example, getting a vase while you're on holiday, something beautiful, something that means something to you, something that helps you remember the place. And it's one of those pieces that when you have in your space, and if someone is to ever comment about that vase, or if you just wanted to talk about that vase, for example, you'd be telling people where it's from or how it was made, and again going back into the memory of it was the summer, for example, like when I did a trip to Italy, and I was walking along these beautiful Tuscan streets, and in the corner of my eye, I saw something in the window, and I just had to go into that store. They had an abundance of vases, but this one just spoke to me, and I decided to buy it as a souvenir for that holiday. And now every time I see it, I remember the beautiful memories of Italy. And as well as, of course, you could use that piece to inspire other items that you buy, or inspire other colors that you have in your space, and you could build your entire room even around that item. And of course, if you have multiple things like that, I know so many people travel to different places. It doesn't have to be a different country. It can be a different city in your own country. It can just be a different neighborhood, or getting things that mean something to other people. Well, things that they no longer maybe do want, but you value from other people in your family, that are, for example, something that's passed down, like something that maybe is at your mom's house and you really love and reminds you of your childhood. You can always ask your mom to, like, can I have this? Because it reminds me of like the beautiful childhood that I had living in this home. You know, and it's about creating those curated spaces, those collections. It's like having a collector's piece, like you're collecting art, but it's not extravagant art that costs millions. It's art that costs everything, because it's art that means something to you. It's about your own lived and traveled experiences. So those are the 3 trends that I am most excited about in 2026. And again, those are the browns that bring in that warm and comforting feeling. It is, of course, that monochromatic color scheme that brings in that very comforting and soothing psychology, plus also makes your space look so luxurious. And of course, thirdly, it is those collections that are curated by you, that bring in that interior design space that is very luxurious. It just amplifies the luxury. So if you wanted to create a space that is luxurious and on trend for 2026, those 3 will not fail you. Let me know in the comments which one of those 3 you did like the most and would be willing or excited to implement right away, because you're like, yes, I love that trend. And of course, if you want any help in terms of choosing in colors, as we've talked about the monochromatic color scheme. Do check out that video that I created before, and also you can find a link to my free complimentary resource about colors linked down below or on my website page. But otherwise, with that, happy 2026, and I'm wishing you the best year, the best experiences, and the most creative year you have had yet. And goodbye, my darlings. I cannot wait to see you in my next video.